Hey everybody, Punisher88 here, coming to you live once again with another Thursday review. Now before I get to the review, I just want to let you guys know what your options were for today. So, there was Star Wars #2 from Marvel, Darth Vader #1 from Marvel, Secret Six #2 from DC, and Black Vortex Alpha #1 from Marvel. Yeah, I know this week's options were very Marvel oriented, but to myself I found there was some good stuff, so that's why I posted them. And after posting the options, I kind of had a feeling that I already knew what book was going to win, but I didn't want to jinx anything, and I wanted to see you guys really hash it out to see if my prediction would come true. Well, after tallying the votes last night, my prediction came true. So today for you guys, I'm reviewing Star Wars #2. And I gotta say, after reading this, I kind of wish there was like 10 issues already, because I just wanted to keep reading it and reading it. That's how much I'm loving the writing on this series right now. So, yeah, awesome stuff. So anyway, what do you say we dive into this thing and get this review going, shall we? Alright, so you guys just sit back and I'll be right with you. But first, cue that intro music. Everybody, welcome back. So as I mentioned in my intro, today we're covering Star Wars #2. So, for those of you who follow my reviews, you guys will know that I love to start with the cover first. So let's check it out. Now, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record once again, and I apologize, but yes, I love this cover. And I mean, what's not to love on this cover? It's got everything. You got AT-ATs in the background. You got these other walker, I forget what they're called, AT-TAs, I don't know. But I mean, you got these setting up the background. You got a crap load of stormtroopers in the back. You got Han, you got Chewie, and then front and center, you got Darth Vader. I mean, come on. This is a perfect cover. Beautiful. And the artwork. I mean, John Cassaday, wow. I know I sound like I'm geeking out right now compared to other books that I review, but I can't help it. I love Star Wars, so when I get to review, the new Star Wars issue, I get really excited. So right off the bat, from the cover alone, this book is batting 1,000, baby. So, now with that out of the way, what do you say we get to what I like to call the nitty-gritty, down to business. But first, I gotta drink some water. Yeah, I'm a rebel, eh? I'm drinking it out of a Coke glass. Ooh. Alrighty, so, first off, the good. This comic series has started out with a pretty crazy kind of feel. We know that since it's set between episode 4 and 5, certain things can and can't happen. The first issue set up the scenario with Luke, Han, Leia, Chewie, C-3PO, and R2-D2 on a mission to destroy the biggest weapon factory in the Empire. Now, going into the second book, who would have thought we'd see Luke Skywalker come face to face with Darth Vader right away? I know I didn't. And there's no way that he's even close to being ready for a lightsaber duel with the Dark Lord of the Sith. But Jason Aaron handles this beautifully, with neither being aware of who the other truly is. Hands down, I find when you read that scene, when you get to that scene in this book, you guys are going to be on the edge of your seat during this whole encounter, because it plays out so great. And another thing is, we all know Darth Vader has to find out at some point who Luke is, right? I mean, this was previously done, or it was depicted in a novel, but we know that doesn't necessarily count anymore. Another thing, John Cassaday. I mean, he gets to draw some really big Star Wars action, and it definitely feels on a different scale from the movie, or movies. And I find that helps make the story here simply feel bigger than past Star Wars comics we've seen before. And the detail as vehicles or environments take damage, or during the fight, along with the gunfire and the chaos, and it all looks amazing. Like, here, I'll show you some of the stuff I'm talking about. Like there's a lot of this, smashing stuff. They're like Luke here. He's face to face with Darth Vader, and you got the big foot of a AT-AT crashing through the wall, and man, there's a lot of good stuff in here. A lot of good stuff. It's crashing out and everything. Oh, this looks so cool, man. And if I had to choose in this issue a favorite panel, well, it would be one of two, and I'll show you which ones I'm talking about. And if you were to ask me if I had to choose a favorite panel from the first issue, I think it would have to be when Darth Vader, when we see him for the first time, he's walking off the ship, and when the stormtroopers call him the negotiator, and you see him walking out, and there's all the stormtroopers behind. That one big page, oh, it was amazing. Or the end panel splash page where we see Darth Vader talking with Jabba. That's cool too. But in here, if I had to choose a panel that I liked, the first couple panels would be this 3-part series right here. As you can see, Darth Vader's helmet is off, and the stormtrooper sees him, and he doesn't know who he is. And Vader gets pissed off, uses the Force, cracks his neck, and then calls his helmet back with the Force. So there's that. Or it would be the end splash page as well, where you see him just walking at you with some stormtroopers. That is awesome. If this was made into a print, like, a frameable print, oh my god, I would hang this like right over the bed. Because it would look so cool, and especially if I was able to get it signed or something, oh, that would be amazing. And now after this, I gotta wait till March 11th for the next issue. But to some that may sound like a long time, but it's a monthly book, so it's expected, and it's gonna be cool for me because when it finally does come out, I'm gonna want to read that right away, just because I want to know what's going to be happening as the story progresses. And yes, when the third book comes out, I probably will be reviewing it for you guys. So, anyway, moving along with our review, now we get to the bad. Don't worry, there's not a lot of bad, but the main thing I think that bugged me, and it may sound trivial or babyish or whatever, but I find in this issue, the lack of Chewie was just a little disturbing. We see him in the first issue, and in this one, we don't see him at all. We see him on the cover. That's it. And I don't know, I find it bugged me a little bit, because his scene in the first issue, where he tries to shoot Darth Vader with a crossbow, that whole scene was awesome. But in here, we don't even see him. So, I don't know. Like I said, to me, it bugged me a little bit. To you guys out there, it may sound like, what the heck's the big deal, But anyway, it's not. When we look at it, deep down, it really isn't a big deal. So, I'm not going to fuss too much over it. The other part of the bad of this book is seeing Luke face off against Darth Vader with a lightsaber, or the use of a certain vehicle that appears in one of the movies does feel a little weird, but in a good way though. It feels like it's catching you off guard, or it shouldn't be happening yet. But Aaron, he's just making it all fit together so nicely. So you see, there was some bad, but as bad as it is, it actually is kind of a good thing. So all in all, my verdict. Jason Aaron continues to find the right mix of action, adventure, and humor, while also throwing in some bigger and impressive moments. There are some parts that feel bigger than the movies, but Aaron's writing and John Cassaday's art, oh my god, make it work so nicely. Despite any limitations being set between episode 4 and 5, there is still plenty of action, suspense, and even some fun. This series is proving to be a great addition to the characters and events we know and love. So, this book, once again, is a hit, man. And I really urge you guys, if you're not reading Star Wars yet, or thinking of starting to read it, pick it up. Pick up the first and second issue, and oh man, I'm getting speechless here. I can't recommend this enough. Like Fade Out from Image, Marvel, I found my one title that I am gaga over, and that's Star Wars, man. So yeah, if you don't dig the physical buying the book, I know this is on Marvel.com in digital form. So if you guys dig digital comics, read these, man, because again, the writing with the artwork and whatever, it's such a good blend. So yeah, I really urge you guys to read it. So that brings me to the end of my review, slash geek out on Star Wars. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do like this review, and if you like other comic book reviews, check out my channel. I got plenty of content for you guys to check out. If you guys dig unboxings, even though I know a lot of people don't, I am a member of Loot Crate. So every month I do a Loot Crate unboxing. It's my promise to my viewers. So if you like that, check it out. I do now, I only posted one video so far, a unbagging video. And the reason why I don't call it an unboxing is because, okay, I ordered 4 of these shirts. And they come in bags. So therefore, I called it a unbagging video. Call it a lame joke or whatever, but that's what it is. And I did say that once I order from Shirt Punch again, I will be doing unbaggings of whatever I get. And if you guys like little brief history lessons, well, it's going to be every Wednesday now, since Tuesday I find it's right at the beginning of when I start my work week. It's a little hectic. So every Wednesday I do a series titled Punisher 88. Punisher 88 presents the lame supervillain or hero of the week. So it gives you guys a little brief history lesson on a lame comic character, pretty much. And I set it up the same way I pick my comics on Thursdays and Saturdays. I post a couple options on the Punisher 88 Facebook page, and I let you guys, the viewers or subscribers, choose what you want, because I like that interaction between the both of us. So, with all that being out there, after you guys check out any of that stuff, before you leave, make sure to click that subscribe button. It's always cool. And my promise is, anyone who subscribes to me, I subscribe to you as well. And I know I'm not super famous or whatever, but hey, one new subscriber is still one new subscriber. It's cool. So anyway, before I start rambling too much or make this video too long, In my last video, which was the Valentine's Day special, I believe that was the video, I asked you guys who was your favorite DC villain. And I answered my favorite DC villain was Two-Face. And then, in the spirit of Valentine's Day and everything, I asked you guys, what was your favorite comic book couple? And I asked if you guys would tell me, I would tell you. No, I didn't get any answers, but I'm going to tell you guys what my favorite is anyway. My favorite comic book couple, whatever. Now, I know a lot of people will probably guess, oh, is it Superman and Wonder Woman? No. Not because I hate it. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there who hate that idea that they're together. But, no, it's not that. I mean, that doesn't really bother me that they're together. My favorite comic book couple goes back to, well, they had a 15-year span actually in the comics, and finally got married in the 90s, and that's in the X-Men comics. My favorite superhero couple would have to be the pairing of Scott Summers, aka Cyclops, and Jean Grey. And I like that couple so much, especially in the comics. I liked seeing how it played out, because it was perfect, especially when they brought Wolverine in and they made it a whole love triangle. And oh my god, the stories, the writing, and everything was awesome. And there was a lot of turmoil as well, and that's why I liked their relationship. There was a lot of ups and downs. So now you know what my favorite superhero pairing is, couple, whatever. So, now that you know that, my question for you guys today is, what was your very first comic book? Huh? Now, you guys got to think hard about that one, because I know some, you guys might think, oh, it was this book, or then when you really think of it, it's like, well, wait, when I was a little kid, I remember someone getting me this book. So you guys got to think hard. And on Saturday, for the weekend review, with my answer, I'll personally show you guys what my first comic book was. I know it's not an Amazing Spider-Man 300 or anything, but it meant something. It was something I bought myself, and it started everything. So, anyway, before I start babbling too much after this, once again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, comment. Before you leave, again, click that subscribe button. And, yeah, that's about it. And to the ones who made it all the way to the end here at almost 17 minutes, you guys rock. You guys are the real troopers of subscribers. I'm losing what to say now, so I'm going to end it here. Alrighty? So I'll see you guys on Saturday. Until then, this is Punisher 88 signing off. See ya!